Okay, let's try that again. Load my quick save, please. Yay! Now we can either talk to him now or wait until he, like, complains, like, hey, you haven't talked to me. So I'm gonna do that because it's funny. Every time you leave the apartment, you must select which party member you wish to take. Since this is the first time you are leaving, you will have to take Karth. Ugh.
Right, you alien scum.
They changed his voice.
Everybody
His
get up
voice
against
was
the
different
wall. This is the way.
in the console version. All the aliens speak the same language, and yet they don't.
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's
That's
this?
not how he
Humans
sounded in the
hiding out of
console.
aliens. They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
This is so loud for me.
Time to rumble!
Get them robots. Poor Ixkill. You never should have talked back to that Sith. Thankfully you were here to step in and help us, human. This isn't the first time Sith come here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully it will be the last. I'm just glad I could help. And then I'm gonna steal his shit. So these are stimulants. They're a temporary boost to stats. I don't use them very often. Except for adrenal stamina, because it makes you run faster. No, that's alacrity. Oh! Who just leveled up? What's up my persuade? And repair. You can do a lot more with your skills in KOTOR 2. I'm gonna get empathy because it's an artificial boost to my stats. Except... look at Karth. He's just so nice, and everybody loves him. Well, I should say, me love him, because a lot of people don't, and I think they're wrong. Just for the record. That I'm the only one who's right, everybody else is wrong. This is Kadir.
Hey there, watch where you're walking, I just cleaned those floors.
Andrew loves this guy and has to talk to him every single gameplay.
Well, all right then, no hard feeling. My name's Kadir, I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Never thought they'd rent that abandoned apartment.
I think Kadir is
like
just
an
completely
off-worlder.
oblivious to the place
What
where he
happened, you get
works.
stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment.
I'd love to ask you some questions, Kadir.
Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess I can try and help you out.
What do you think of the Sith in this quarantine, Kadir?
Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I don't really know much about it. I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what they think about the Sith and their quarantine. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, just head south a ways. You can't miss it.
I'll be going
I
now.
should get back to work anyway. probably see you around. I'm here most of the time. The building doesn't clean itself, you know.
He's the kind of guy who's like, not my circus, not my monkeys. This place is full of illegal aliens, and Kadir just doesn't give two fucks.
Ready. On it. It's open.
Karth has like 1 point of security, but it's more than I have, which is 0. Wow, they really didn't, let me use the free look tool that comes with the Dolphin emulator. There's like no effort put into that background. Okay, let's at least 3D.
What?
It's just otherwise kind of crap, and that's funny to me, because I've never looked at it that closely. So, I don't know what these, what the symbols mean, these guys, but I know that I live at Boob, and let me show you what I mean when I say I live at Boob. This is my apartment, and that's the symbol. It's Boob. I live at Boob. I've kind of always thought that I live at Boob. See, there's another part of the game where these little rooms actually do something, and that little thing actually does something. Like, you can get upgrades from it. But I don't actually know what it does. Like, what its Watsonian purpose is. Karth, I need you to do some breaking and entering for me. I'm literally nice.
On it. It's open.
Hey, buddy. We're just robbing you blind.
I'm here.
Again, Kotor 2, you only... See, there's Outlet. Outlet lets us out. Kotor 2 is the only game that actually says anything to you when you try to steal something, and it only does it once.
On it. It's open.
Oh, I thought she was, side quest. Hmm? That's me. Out here going, Hedon, Jiki, Jung, Lumpa. Tipue, Tikitu. Oh my god, get out of the way! What's up, Laram?
I don't care what your name is, and I'm not telling you mine.
Ihotunga kunhonkapi. Wanakumbe, ching pala mule, donking pa donodek. You don't want to buy anything from him. I know all. Well, I know all about energy shields. You have a used one, and it is overpriced. I can pick up other used ones from corpses. Now, this is what I mean by the illegal aliens. There's a plot to Terrace. It's not just First Planet. It doesn't bear a whole lot of relevance on the game as it goes, but it is relevant while we're here. And that is, they don't like aliens. They're very racist. So let's hear what Laram has to say. By law, most aliens aren't allowed to have a residence in the upper city of Terrace. They allow a few of us Twi'leks up here, but for the most part, it's humans only. And the thing you need to know about Twi'leks is that they are sex symbols in a way. No self-respecting upper city human would want to live in the apartments in this dump, so the landlord has been renting out the apartments illegally to aliens. Better than letting them sit empty, I guess. Otherwise, you get squatters and people hiding out from the authorities living in the abandoned apartments, and they don't pay rent. You know, like me. I don't pay rent here. Aren't you worried about getting caught? Terrorist authorities have pretty much turned a blind eye to this place. A few illegal aliens just weren't worth the bother, and once the Sith took over, they felt the same way. Besides, I don't live here myself. I just run a small business providing overpriced supplies to the residents. I'll be going now. I can get anything I need from Keblier. Now, through this locked door is Dia, and Dia has a side quest for us.
On it. It's open.
I'm here.
Woman to woman, let's talk.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? People don't talk like this. Admittedly autistic person here and who's not quite aware of how people talk. People don't talk like this. Who's Holden?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
And remember, I upped my persuade skill. You can trust me.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut
If
Holden
I had
and
failed
made him
this
back
role,
off,
I
it
could have
also
just
embarrassed
kept
him in front of
trying.
his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now.
I'll speak to him for you.
You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe
Yeah, but
benefits
I'm
of being
cute.
a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer.
I could ask her some questions, but she doesn't know anything.
I can't help you there.
See?
Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on in the outside world anymore.
It kind of makes you wonder how long she's been living here, because the aliens. I'll be going now.
Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
Boom. Alright. Let's go to Outlet. I mean, you could argue that this symbol is an elevator. It's literally a three-prong outlet. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It just is. Into the upper streets. The journal entry. See, here's the journal entries. I usually don't look at them very often because I have the game memorized at this point. But it's like previously on Knights of the Old Republic. You're stranded on Terrace, a planet under Sith control. Now you and Karth must find Basta, the only person capable of stopping the Sith from conquering the entire galaxy. Terrace planetary information. This will update. Pink means new. Dia has explained to you that she attacked Holden in self-defense when he began making drunken advances. In retaliation, he ordered a bounty to be placed on her head. Incel. And this is the rapid transit system, which lets me teleport back to the apartment, or in later cases, our ship. It instantly heals you. You can then fast travel back. You can change your party there. You can only do it in certain areas, more areas than not, and when you're not in combat. So, like, I can fast travel to the apartment from the Undercity, but I can't from the sewers. Yes, we go to the sewers. It's not as gross as it sounds. In non-action areas, you can use this button to instantly transport you back to the apartment complex where your base is located. In some action areas, this button will be disabled, as I just explained. I don't need to try using them now. that quest will close once I do use them, but I also don't care. So... I believe this apartment building is like 30 stories tall. Or at least that's the story that I tell. Okay, so it looks like my caps lock is forced to be on. That's great. This is the escape pod that we crashed in. These people have really no knowledge.
I've got a ton of things to do today. I can't talk to you. I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
These are basically the rumors. The protocol droid will tell you some more.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to enjoy your stay on Taris. I am a protocol droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris, citizens and visitors alike. Is there something I can do to serve you?
What can you tell me about the Sith?
The Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world. Also, I am told. More than this I cannot say. May I be of any further service to you?
Do you know anything about the gangs?
The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent and dangerous place you would do well to avoid. May I be of any further service to you?
Why are there hardly any aliens?
Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve such traditions. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city without a permit. May I be of any further service to you?
Who do you work for?
I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide information and guidance to any who require it. May I be of any further service to you? Then, if you will excuse me, I must continue my appointed rounds.
Okay, so that's the direction of the story. Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. And this starts why a lot of people don't like Karth. His catchphrase for at least the first chunk of the game is, I don't want to talk about it. Speak to Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I'd like to know some more about you.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it.
I'm sorry, Karth. That must be very painful for you.
I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
I didn't say you did. I'm sorry, Karth. I didn't mean to upset you. Or... them? Do you mean the people of your home world?
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Yeah, I gotta do something with the music because, like, we've got just a lot of... The Sith troopers will say, I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
Out of our way, citizen.
Oh.
We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
Well, one of the robots will say, I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along. So, quick rundown. We have Asshole, robot that doesn't talk, and, Zelka.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Rat ghoul disease? What's that?
The terrible affliction has plagued Terrace for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Terrace's
They're
great
kind of like
skyscrapers.
zombies.
Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Terrace were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Terrace forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
I can find a way.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
If I say this, he starts to suggest that I'm doing a crime, but in the way of, I'm not asking you any more questions about this.
Please, don't say that.
See?
If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let me ask you some questions.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I suppose I could spare a bit of time to answer some questions. What would you like to know?
How do you feel about the Sith?
I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do to the planets they conquer. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility down simply out of evil spite. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy.
I want to ask you something else.
I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but
You just
I suppose I
standing.
could spare a bit
Bro,
of
you
time
are
to
just
answer some
standing
questions.
here.
What would you like to know?
Do you know anything about the Republic escape pods?
Republic escape pods? No. Why would you ask me that? I don't know. Those pods crashed in the Undercity. I'm not involved in any way.
I didn't say you were. You seem awfully defensive about this.
I'm not defensive. I just don't like being accused of knowing something about those Republic pods. This is as bad as an interrogation by the Sith.
Don't worry, I'm not with the Sith. I won't betray your secret if you tell me.
Well, you don't look like you're with the Sith. I guess I can tell you my secret. Or rather, I can show you. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
So, you see light side points gained. That is because I was nice and did not threaten to report him to the Sith. The morality in this game is pretty black and white. KOTOR 2 is a bit more nuanced about it. But basically it is, you're given the opportunity to kick a puppy. If you say yes, you get dark side points. If you say no, you get light side points. That's pretty much it. Like I said, not very nuanced. But you are about to get another opportunity to potentially get dark side points, which I don't do because I'm literally nice.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
I'm not interested.
Now, don't be an idiot. Just listen to me for 1 minute, and you won't be sorry.
Dude,
Davik
why are you
Kang
working
wants the
in a
cure,
hospital
and you'd be smart to give
if
it
you're
to him.
if you're mean? I think I'd rather give the serum to Zelka. He leaves to help people.
Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rakghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Hang on, chocolate break. Okay. So yeah, I'm literally nice, so he's SOL. Here's another opportunity for light side points coming up.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Davik doesn't like witnesses. So we can just leave and then we get dark side points, which I've never done. Or leave this man alone, you'll have to deal with me. What's really funny is that they are carrying 100 credits.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik.
This is why I always listen to my wife.
It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
I can help you.
You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do.
As a...
I'm getting out of here before...
Well, usually I can give him money. I must not have 100 credits. How much money do I have? Yikes. See, I think the fact that I couldn't move for a good chunk of the Endar Spire leads to me being broke. But then again, I usually also have gone to the cantina at this point.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got it. Well, mostly.
Mostly?
What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
I like how there's just a weapons store just there. Let me see what you got for sale.
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Show sell list. So, this is a vibration cell. You can use it to upgrade certain weapons, like this prototype vibroblade.
Ready.
I'm here.
I should really go back to Zelka. No, wait a minute. And there's that quest finished. Boom. Later on, we can get a Sith uniform. And that guy's a bouncer. We can't go in if we're wearing the Sith uniform.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game?
Pazak is a
50
mini
credits
game,
and I'll sell
and
you all
it's
my cards.
kind of blackjacky.
I'll even throw in
I
a
think.
free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Yeah, I got $50.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Good luck.
I'm gonna do the lesson for your benefit. For each Pazak match, you must select 10 cards to form your side deck. 4 of these cards will be randomly drawn to form your hand during the match. Basic Pazak deck has 2 of each card numbered +1 to +5. You'll be able to find other side deck cards as you play Kotor, with values ranging from +(-1) to +(-6). Select 10 cards. At this point, you don't have much options, but usually the smart play is to have all +minuses. +(-1) in 2 slots, +(-2) in 2 slots, +(-3) in 3 in the slot, and so on. The objective of the game is to have your face-up cards total higher than your opponent's hand without exceeding 20. Player's hand is greater than 20 at the end of a turn. A bust, the opponent wins the set. The player must win 3 sets to win the match. This is a gambling game. The first player draws a card from the main deck and places it to face up to begin their turn. This is done automatically. This is your hand for the match, made up of the 4 cards randomly drawn from the side deck you selected earlier. These cards have to last through all the sets of the match. No, they don't. Like, you can use them all up on the first set. But you don't get any more. After drawing a card, the player has the option of playing one of the cards from their hand. You can only play 1 card from your hand each turn by dragging it onto the board or double-clicking it. Playing a card from the hand is optional. Tip: if your total is over 20 after you draw and you have a negative card, you can play it to bring your total back under 20. During your travels, blah 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 blah. Plus/minus cards. Hand must be declared as positive or negative before it's drawn. Once it's played, it can't be changed. Player's turn is over when they select either end turn or stand. End turn means it's your player's turn, stand means you forfeit that set. You may now choose from your hand to end turn or to stand. End turn. Opponent uses the same rule you do. 15 is the point where it's the make or break. I'm gonna play 4 and stand. Ooh, bastard. Now, here's where we do the fun thing. So he doesn't gamble. Niklos does.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me?
Let's play.
I'm going to enjoy relieving you of your credits almost as much as I'm going to enjoy humiliating you.
Now you'll notice that I quick saved. It's because I'm gonna cheat him blind. Damn. Oh! Rude.
Pazak is not... If you have...
Okay, it's the funniest thing. I've got a flickering little bit of graphics on the side of my screen, but you don't see it in the playback. That's funny to me. If you're a male, Christia will flirt with you, but I never am.
What do you want? I'm...
Damn. Maybe I need to buy some cards before I try to beat Nikos. Tee-hee, I'm just a girl. Tee-hee. Ooh. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum.
Pazak is not for everyone.
Goodbye.
If you ever...
Alright, I had to move the window. That flickering graphics bit was really bugging me. Alright, so we're not going to play Nikos. Sarna. Wow. Wow, this looks shitty. That's so funny. Sarna, you could have a conversation with if you're a man. If you're a woman, she just completely blows you off because she wants to fuck.
Sorry, but I'm not here looking for conversation. I just came to get a drink, listen to some music, and try to relax before my next shift at the military base.
You're from the military base. You don't look like one of the Sith.
I don't wear my uniform when I'm off duty. It's not allowed. In fact, anyone in uniform is banned from entering the cantina. The officers don't even like it when we show up.
Yes, this is Great Elysial.
Patronizing to the locals, I guess.
She plays a lot of these people.
Besides, the Sith don't own me. Being a soldier in their fleet is just a job, you know. A job with long hours and low pay, my dad.
Have you considered a union? So why do you do it?
When I signed up, I was promised adventure and excitement in exotic locales. Instead, I end up stationed at a military base on some backwater planet on the fringes of the galaxy. If I could just find some other way to earn some credits, I could give this lousy job up. Retire my uniform, so to speak.
Have you considered working for the Republic?
The senior officers don't really like it when we start answering questions, you know? They don't want us fraternizing with the locals. Just another perk of the job. No offense, but I probably shouldn't be talking to you anymore. I'm just going to say something that might get me in trouble.
What happens if I talk to her again?
I'm surprised to see you again. I thought you'd gotten sick of me complaining about my job at the Sith military base. I guess I kind of obsess about it. That can't be healthy. No offense, but I probably shouldn't be talking to you anymore. I'm just going to say something that might get me in trouble.
Teresian noble, they all talk to you like you're dirt.
What? Why are you speaking to me? Can't you tell from my clothing that I'm of the nobility? Get away from me. I can't be seen talking with a common rabble. It wouldn't be proper for a man of my standing.
Can I make the brightness any better? Close graphics. Yeah, it's a bit better. Just a bit, man. There is a Sith guy who wants to fuck you, and it's not
Well,
Jurgen.
hello there. I can see
Jurgen
from your
wants to rob
exotic
you blind.
appearance that you are not from Taurus originally. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jurgen.
Pleased to meet you.
What do you think of our local music? The band is quite good, wouldn't you agree? They're on the verge of intergalactic stardom, you know.
They're very good.
Obviously, you have an ear for music. Mark my words, they'll be famous soon enough. They were about to go on tour before this Sith quarantine stranded them here. Would you like to meet the band after the show? Maybe have a brief brush with fame before they become intergalactic superstars? I can arrange it, you know.
Oh, how will you arrange
I have a standing
that?
arrangement with one of the Rhodian bodyguards backstage. For the small sum of 20 credits, he'll let me set up a meeting with you and the band.
So if I give him 20 bucks, then he'll just take it, and someone else will come out saying, that man just robbed me blind. He took 20 credits from me and said I could meet the band. So, sounds like you're running a scam to me.
You sting me with your words. I merely thought I could offer you the rare opportunity to meet a celebrity before they were famous. But I see you're not interested. That's too bad. They really are charming fellows. Very well then. I hope you enjoy the music. If you change your mind, come speak with me again.
Yoon Genda wants to fuck you.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
You don't look like one of the Sith.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Yoon Genda, Junior Officer First Class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Nice to meet you, Yoon.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Terrace can't stand us Sith. It can make this a pretty lonely job.
You're just doing your job, right? I don't hold that against you.
Save the sympathetic best friend act. I'm not buying it. But I don't want to fill out a bunch of paperwork on my day off. So let's just pretend this conversation never happened. Now move along. Back again? Didn't I make myself clear enough?
I'm not trying to judge you.
That's okay. I might have overreacted a bit. But can you blame me? Everywhere I look, I see one of you Teresians glaring at me with hate in your eyes. You're an off-worlder. Huh. I figured you'd be even more angry being stuck on a foreign planet and all. Save the sympathetic, but I don't want to fill out a...
Okay, clearly he doesn't actually want to fuck me.
That's okay. You're an... You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know they have to make the best of things?
You got a pretty positive attitude.
Exactly. It's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
You need to blow off steam once in a while.
It's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base. But some of us junior Sith officers are having a party later to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
So this is, in fact, how you get a Sith uniform. If I didn't talk to this guy, then I could stop like a mugging or some shit. let's get a bitch.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Sorry, I'm not your waiter.
What you say? I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
I don't even work here.
How dare you speak to me like that? Daddy's going to hear about this.
I could persuade her, but then that has a chance of succeeding. If I do it like this, I get to kill some people right in front of her, and that's funny for me. Alright.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gerlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Time to watch some
Ladies
TV.
and gentlemen, I draw
Your attention to the dueling ring.
Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope
All your bets are down because we're ready to roll.
In this corner, I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan.
With his great surprise, Deadeye is down again.
Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gerlon Two Fingers.
Hard to be go local sports team when they suck. Azure? Hey, I work with that daily. IT joke. The betting window is closed. No more fights for now. People are sick of seeing the same duelists all the time. My name is Microsoft Office 365. I organize all the duels here. What are you talking about? Remember how I said all the aliens sound the same? If you listen to the words he says, they are the same as functionally every other alien.
Vibroblades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
I can try to persuade him all I want, but it doesn't work. I'll do it. This gets me money. I have to take his name.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
Sure. Let's do it.
Ladies
And gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you.
You've seen him lose
Night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner, I give you Deadeye Duncan. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name. The mysterious stranger! Yes, I do know all of it. Let's get his ass. It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, already have a surprise? Deadeye losing isn't news. You'll have to do better than that to impress us, stranger. That needs to be a meme, truly. But really, are any of us surprised? I don't have the clout to make it one. But if I did, that would be the first thing I did. Hi, Karth. Thanks for watching. That's right. $100. Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. One of the greats, man so tough, even if his figuring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Galan Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger! He's a blaster guy. I'm gonna throw a grenade at him. 'Cause I'm an asshole. It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Gerlon losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell. And this is it for now, because Ice consistently kicks my ass if I'm underleveled. So we've got Gerlon, we got Deadeye, in a previous, I think it was a cut scene, or a scene that was cut. Deadeye leaves Terrace and starts performing under the mysterious stranger name. And I'm of the mind, like, dude, you can have it. This is Ice. She's kind of a bitch. But that's her personality. That's Marl. He's like 50-something. That's Twitch. His personality trait is insane. You know how wrestlers be. So now I get $200. I fight Ice, I get 300. Marl, I get 400. Twitch, I get, I think it's 5 or 6. But then that's the end of my career until I decide to go after the big one. Bendak Starkiller.
Leave me alone. I'm not giving out any autoprints to my fans today.
Autoprints?
What? You don't recognize me? I'm Bendak Starkiller, the most famous blaster slinger on Taurus. Over 100 duels without a loss. Every one of them a death match.
How come you don't hang around the others?
I'm retired now. Once death matches became illegal, I just got bored with the game. I got no interest in using stun blasters. There was nobody left to challenge me anyway. I've seen you in the dueling ring, but you haven't impressed me. Now, if you could beat all these other pretenders, that might get my attention.
I'll be going now.
Off with you then. I'm done with this conversation anyway.
Boom, 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 boom. And now I gotta kill a bitch who's something, something, doom, boom. I love how the player character knew they were an enemy before I did.
You asked for this!
Daddy!
And because Terrace is a lawless place, nobody's doing anything. Like, we literally had a gunfight in front of Kebelyurt's store in broad fucking daylight. And she's not concerned at all. While I'm here, I want to see if I can buy something from her that I'll need later.
Welcome to the Equipment Emporium.
I'm gonna need this later. Everything else I don't really need. I'm just healing Karth for free. Hi, Pumpkin. I don't know why the PC insists on going behind the counter, because that's not for you. I'm going into Upper City North. So through that way is, I believe, an apartment complex. Down this way is the elevator to the lower city and a droid store. Neither of which I can use right now. Hey, you want to hear some racism?
Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning. A warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris.
Hell yeah, Womp Rats must go.
I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and
there is
Radians and
one
all of them.
Wookiee.
Listen, friend, for
There's
these
one.
are dark
There's only
times.
one.
That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet.
Yeah, I could say any one of these things, but I usually say the nice answer, because I'm literally nice.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
See, at least I'm not alone. Karth is also literally
We cannot
nice.
sit idly by while this...
Besides you, Karth has the highest light alignment of anybody. Hi, T3H8. Hi, T3M4. That's right, you may recall I mentioned T3M4 earlier. We get to buy him, but not right now.
Kin shika kichina awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun palamona reji. With timembo rangthong. Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse.
We have against Twilight.
Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mulera dwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi
Preach, King.
yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Dong abuk shami nonok. China pala mule. Dong ki ba non tondek. Duni chachon kun ne mule brabast. Kin kun shika kichina awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala mona reji. Ching pala niska mule dun ratatigen podranko. Kuyami jvuk chikchita na patogta. Yafulke gogala jiji. Kawana boda atugawa. Kankido rakun. What?
I could buy T3H8, but he does explode right when I walk out of the door. I'll be going now.
Randi Ichawa Tongbola Johnny Ku.
In the story, I tell, Rena loves droids. Rena loves droids so much. And, she diagnoses T3H8 with a bad motivator.
There is a terrible scourge sweeping our...
Which is what, Luke diagnosed an astro droid with. But she just recognizes it on
This
sight.
elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols. So unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
I'll be going now.
Move along then.
He's not exactly forthcoming. Hi, Karth. I love you.
The evil walks
among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
What is this planet coming to, huh?
I forgot about these guys.
Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
Oh, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said. These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Hey, guys. We can all be friends here. Let me buy you a drink.
A drink? Hey! For a slummy, you ain't so bad. Come on, boys. This slummy's buying the next round.
No way. Forget it. No more drinks. We're late enough as it is.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, slummy. Come on, fellas. Let's go.
They don't move, and you can talk to them later when you get the Sith uniform, and it's very funny. Andrew always makes a point of talking to them. Hey look, a swoop bike. You can't do anything with it. Bye. Let's go to the party. You're right, it looks exactly the same.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Karth. Let's do some breaking and entering.
On it. It's open.
Largo. Largo is also... He also has a bounty on his head.
Please. Please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Here, I've got 50 credits on me.
I'm not gonna hurt you, buddy.
You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want?
Murder? That's not the crime I'm committing. I'm committing breaking and entering. I'll help you with your problem, buddy.
I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. I've been hiding here ever since. but sooner or later someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man.
I got it.
You'd give 200 credits to a stranger just to help them out?
Yeah, I'm a celebrity.
I don't believe it. Well, thank you.
Wow, that sure was generous of you. I just hope we don't end up needing those credits later on.
Now
Karth,
I can
I'm
pay
literally a
off Davik.
celebrity.
Oh, thank you. You've saved my life. I'd better go give this to Davik right away.
I end up with so much money. Like, it's not even funny. Except it is. Wow, $8. That'll do great work in the Get Rena Wealthy plan. I don't live in boob here. I don't. Okay, hang on. Gameplay. Key mappings. Okay, Q and E. Q. See, there's Sarna. She's the one who didn't want to fuck us, 'cause she's not gay.
Hey, you made it! I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing, come on in. You have to try this Teresian ale, it's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Yoon. That wine's got quite the kick.
It's not wine,
Couple
it's
more
literally
bottles will
ale.
all be passed out on the
Sarna,
floor.
shut up.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
That's right, they all passed out simultaneously, and I didn't move. That ale was poisoned. Wait a minute, where is the Sith uniforms? So if for whatever reason you don't manage to go to the party, all the stuff is still here in this room, all the drinks are on the floor. And the Sith backpack is still here, I believe. But there's just no signs of a party otherwise. Just vague containers. I want to talk to Sarna. I want to have a conversation with her. Like, hey, I needed to say, Sarna can't talk right now. Or, she looks a little busy. It's boob. So, if I don't go to the party, then here in boob, I get to save a guy from the Sith and kill the Sith. Like, if I decide to leave Yungenda alone and not fuck him, then, yeah, I have to save a guy. I usually end up saving the guy, because I didn't think there was a party, if you weren't a man. I didn't see Yungenda for years. See, that's the thing, I've played this game so long that I know everything. Karth, can you commit some breaking and entering for me?
On it. It's open.
Thanks, babe. You're a star. Dee 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 dee. Foot locker. Thanks. Don't y'all just love to stand around your apartment? Don't y'all just love to stand around the apartment? Vaguely laughing and nodding and having a conversation. There's chairs. There are 3 chairs. You guys could be sitting down.
What?
Except they didn't really have sitting animations. Everyone is standing all the time. go. Let's get dressed in the middle of the street. Our clothes in the middle of the street. Oh my god, they're walking in unison. Get it, girlies?
Ooh, hey, look at this. It's the ship. Oh, no. I'm so scared.
Careful. Don't do anything stupid. We don't want no trouble with the Sith.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Sorry about this, Shithy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
And there they go. They run pretty well for being plastered.
Greetings and good day. I hope your patrolling goes well today. All hail the Sith.
Is you one of the Sith? My daddy says I'm not allowed to talk to you. I don't get to keep this uniform for very long.
Greetings, my Sith friends. Rest assured I have all the proper permits to be here, spreading my message. Feel free to stay and listen if you wish. You'll find my message most enlightening.
Can't I just place you under arrest? Then again, I could probably also kill him in the street. Isn't being a fascist fun? What's funny is that ship looks a lot like the one that I'm gonna get later. Bye. Nice to know they only have one model for a ship. Hey, you're gonna want to keep this symbol in mind. You're gonna wanna keep this symbol in mind. You're gonna wanna keep this symbol in mind. But we can't go into the military base now because we don't have the skills for breaking and entering. Don't worry, I used to think that alarm was for me. It's because there's a ship landing. Somewhere. Despite all evidence to the contrary. Oh, there it is. I don't even have to talk to the guy, it just opens up. Alright, now if I keep my Sith uniform on down here, they're gonna get pissed at me, so I better change back into my armor. That's right, Karth doesn't get any armor, because it's me. I'm special. I'm literally nice. When you're a jet all the way, from your first cigarette to your last dying day. That's right, the Becks are like, we're the strongest, and the Volkers kill them all in like one shot apiece. Hey, don't hit my husband.
How'd you like that?
Never mind, Karth can stand up for himself. Jeez.
You got it.
I guess we can't have a conversation yet. Alright. Now I forget if this is the way to the Volker base or the way to the Undercity. This is the Volker base. Hey, let's hit him with a bomb. I'm committing war crimes. Speed up, bad up, war crimes. Stop hitting my husband. He's literally nice. So the way I'm supposed to heal is by using med packs. But I'm cheap. Oh, so there's no other remains? Alright. Rip to me specifically, I guess. So there are 2 lower city apartments. This is one of them. And I'm gonna want to repair this sentry droid. By repairing this droid, he'll fight some enemies for me. There are some Volkers who just wander around. And that's why I turned on the robot. Because he will just take care of them for me until he dies. In Kotor 2, you want to have some security ability, because by bashing, you can potentially destroy items inside the container. But not in this one. I'll go now then. So, he's the reason why I need, okay, why isn't the camera moving? He's the reason why I bought that, detonator earlier. This place looks abandoned. I can help. Zax is giving away his bounties like candy. Matrix used to work for the exchange, but he came down with a sudden case of morals and testified. I can help you out of this mess. None of these work, but let's try it. Maybe you could pay Davik off. Okay, let's fake your own death. Tell me your plan.
Mana tota. Aku jigratuk pola. Jishok Jonatong Jongking no una pangpa mulira kun kili. Watawama mulira king konjope shak. No ba mulira.
I have a permacrete detonator. The one I bought earlier.
Shagjikin lorcha wata uma. Kava volpa mulji gumana. King kun shachi king. Ni king kun no ba mulira jikun.
This is also why I stopped talking to him, so that I could rob the apartment before we set the bomb.
Atuni Pudu. Mucha Shagpangpa.
You know what I'm just realizing is that we're basically on the second floor of the planet. Did we just fuck with someone's apartment up above? Then again, they will tell you that terrace is bigger than we see. But I like to think of my idea better, that we just fucked with someone's apartment. Hey, who just leveled up? Are you trying to tickle me? Let's increase my intelligence, because I love those skill points. E-implants is an automatic skill that I get, because I'm a scout. Hey Karth, you have anything more to say to me? No, let's not have this conversation. Just yet. Hey, where's my robot? Come on, Karth, we better go the other way. Don't engage. Literally don't engage. We're not going to speak to Karth just yet. Because there are people who want to kill us. And I'd rather go find my robot. Oh, this man killed my robot. I don't stand for that. Okay, Karth, let's get into this apartment. Now, you wanted to talk?
Yes, what's on your mind?
It's now a good time to ask you some more questions, or should we wait till the music calms down?
I'm all ears, beautiful.
I like the sound of that.
Which? The fact that I'm all ears, or the beautiful part?
Karth, are you flirting with me?
Well, not really. Just to have it. You have something you'd rather I call you by?
How about gorgeous?
I might consider it, but what are you gonna call me in exchange?
How about handsome thug?
I like the first part of that. I'm a bit more partial to the most handsome pilot in the galaxy. What do you think?
I'll think about it.
Well then, I guess gorgeous will just have to do until then, won't it? No, but kidding aside, I bet you're not about to give up on those questions of yours. Are they really necessary?
I would just like to know you better.
Oh, well, if it's an interrogation you wanted, why didn't you say so?
You getting testy again?
I don't get testy. I get angry. And if I was angry, you wouldn't have to ask me if I was. Let me assure you. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
I wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really. But, like you said when we first met, Bastila didn't have time to use her powers.
True. Bastila is as powerful as they say. She's the one who defeated Darth Revan, after all. I guess that no Jedi ability, no matter how powerful, makes up for being completely surprised and outmatched. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
I'm a scout. I was recruited into the fleet for my skills, if you must know.
Well, that makes sense. Still, it seems a bit strange that someone who was a last-minute addition to the crew roster is one of the survivors.
What's so odd about me being added to the crew at the last minute?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, ever, and I hate surprises.
I'm telling you, Garth, that had nothing to do with the crash.
I expect you're right. I've got no real reason to suspect you of anything. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
You're always this suspicious. Or, you and I are on the same side, right?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important.
All right, all right. You must be the most damn persistent woman I've ever met. We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Soon all your secrets will be mine. Alright. And I think those guys who wanted to kill us moved on. Any bodies? No. Damn, I like bodies. I can't move.
Ready?
I can't move. See, energy shield.
I'm here.
Ready?
Hmm?
That's right, I get the first energy shield. Because I'm the bestest.
I'm here.
What?
What?
Ready?
Okay, Serena's not allowed to move for a bit. Alright. Ah, the Twisted Rancor Trio.
I'm here.
Why am I not allowed to move? This, it fucking blows. So this is a puzzle in this room. We can only open the footlocker if we get the order of the members of the Twisted Rancor Trio correct. And the answer is in this booklet. Gilthos. Paper, 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 paper. See, the only paper I've got handy is stuff I'm using to study, and I don't want to write on that. Eek. Alright, I got some paper. Let's write down these names. Not with this pen. Elinda. Uja and Uji. This will literally never become relevant later, so that's why I'm scrolling through it. Lupa. Photo. Twisted Rancor Trio, Davik, Gilthos, Linda, blah blah blah. Gilthos, Linda's sister Ashana. So first we need Linda. Uja. Uji. Lupa. Photo. And Ashana. And that opens the box and gets me the goodies. I seem to I remembered it being more than that. But whatever. Let's put on the Achani fiber armor, because it's better. And Karth can wear the hot vest. See, he just looks good in anything. And I love it. Because he's so hot. And I can't move again. I don't know what's going on. But I am where I left off. So, quick save. Quick load. Should also officially save. And that's it for this apartment building. Let's see. This is the way. Wait a minute. This is the way. Wait, what? Welcome to the cantina. This is where we get to turn in the bounty on the guy we pretended to blow up. Or we get also... Ooh, let's buy some Pazak cards. Yes. So I obviously can't afford to buy too much right now. But I'm about to go turn in some bounties. Plus I can also play Gelrude.
Greetings, stranger. Excellent.
He's banned for cheating. The quick save feature is great, but mostly because it does allow me to cheat at Pazak. I love cheating at Pazak. Oof. Okay. Come on. Yes!
You did well in our last match, but I think your luck may be about to run out.
Nope. I need to
If you're ever
save the
looking
game.
Back again. Excellent.
Hell yeah. Oof. Hey. Oof. Oh, this is not gonna work out well for me. Damn.
You played well.
I'll be going now.
If you're ever... Back again. Excellent.
He never runs out of money, so you can play him forever. Yeah, alright. No, I'm gonna save that card. My favorite position to be in is what I call card chicken, where he runs out. He runs out of hand cards, but I don't. Things are coming up Millhouse. Rip to me.
You did well in our last... If you're ever... Back again. Well, ever since I was banned from the upper cantina, I've been desperate to find a good game of Bazak.
I'm gonna do one more game,
Excellent.
and then I won't make you watch any more of it. Rip. Ugh.
You did well in our last... If you ever look...
Alright, I'm gonna play some more, but I won't make you watch. Okay, here we're about to go into a game of card chicken. See, he has nothing. Okay. I'm just guaranteed to win.
You did well in our last match.
Alright, that's enough Pazak for one day. Bye, Gelrude. Aha, the infamous Callow Nord.
Go away.
I've got some art of him that I love. Says the next one to call me short gets it up the ass.
One. Two. Three.
Yeah, he just set off a flashbang in a public place.
Go away. One. Two. Smart.
I wonder... Hang on. Callow, come back. Come back. Come back. Damn. Okay. Oop, remains. Yes, king. Now this we want to see.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo. Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face? Just a sec, boys. Sawbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects.
They just brought my food.
Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
Problem with you, little girl.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here. Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
Hey, we speak the same language.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Terra, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
No, Karth. She's one of the only people in the entire galaxy that doesn't have a
I'd
name.
offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
How do you guys end up as best friends?
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city.
Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zalbar, it seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
Let me ask you some questions.
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Terrace, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the Lower City gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord.
Tell me about Davik.
Davik's part of the Intergalactic Crime Syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk.
It's a
I don't know
surprise
much
tool
about
that will
space
help us
travel,
later.
But I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there, except the people working for Davik and the Exchange. There's only two gangs worth worrying about here in the Lower City. The Black Bulkers and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Theck. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brezhik. Before he took over the Bulkers, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Why did Brezhik leave?
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brezhik in his place. But Gadden figured Brezhik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brezhik was too impatient. He left to join the Bulkers, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Terrace. This gang war in the Lower City is totally the Volkers' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Alright, talk to me about Calo.
Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him.
Yeah, me
He hangs around
too.
Zach's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time, way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Calo's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the Exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
That's it. That's all she knows.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go. Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
That's right, 15-year-old teenager hanging out with the gang. He doesn't know anything. He just has two heads. I feel like he was supposed to know something once upon a time, but he doesn't. Let's get some money from the people, from the guy I didn't kill. Hold the conversation. Something about the bounties.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end
Bendik and Selvin. Davik special contract. Dia, we're gonna try to cancel that one. Largo, we paid him off.
Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
And Matrix, the guy we quote-unquote killed. Matrix is dead. I want 400 credits. It doesn't always work. I'll be going now. And that's where I'm going to call it for now.